Hey guys, welcome to the club. Doing something a little bit different today, which is Shadows over Innistrad Remastered Draft. A little bit nervous about this. I did not have a great time with it last time, so I started playing Magic just before the original Shadows over Innistrad came out. I think I started Battle for Zendikar, which is 2 sets before Shadows, and my first draft was actually Shadows over Innistrad, and this remastered format is quite a lot different than what I remember Shadows over Innistrad being like, because it has other cards from previous Innistrad sets mixed in, and it's also a mixture of Shadows over Innistrad and Eldritch Moon, which was the follow-up set. They both had quite different mechanics. But anyway, I hope we have a good draft here. Let's do our best. So Declaration in Stone is a fine removal spell. It basically exiles something and makes a clue for each thing exiled. But it also exiles anything with the same name. Lightning Axe is a fine card. Normally you can enable the Madness thing to benefit from the discard. I think Lightning Axe is the best card here, and I'm going to take it. One of the archetypes that I really like in this set is the blue-red spells deck. However, we have I was going to say a good rare, but actually it's probably quite difficult to build around it. I kind of like, this used to be a rare by the way, I kind of like taking Ulvenwald Mysteries here. This is the card for the blue-red spells deck, but I just really like Ulvenwald Mysteries. It's one of my favourite Magic cards ever. So you get a clue when your non-token creatures die, and when you sack a clue you get a 1/1 soldier. And we're rewarded with a clear shot, which is just an awesome card. Really one of the best removal spells in the set. It pumps something by 1/1, and you get to deal damage equal to its power to something else. Obsessive Skinner would be a nice wheel. Lone Rider's also quite good if you can pair it up with Apothecary Geist and other things that gain 3 life. It's a 2 mana 1/1 first strike lifelink, but it flips into a 4/4 first strike trample lifelink if you gain 3 or more life this turn. So now probably taking Fiery Temper, which is a lightning bolt if you can discard it, and just a 3 mana instant 3 damage to any target is just great. Pyrehound might be good in this deck, I wouldn't mind wheeling that. So now we've got Vessel of Nascency, which is one of the Delirium enablers. Delirium cares about having 4 or more card types in your graveyard, and enchantment's one of the most difficult ones to get in the bin. So this sacrifices itself, draws a card, and mills 3 or 4 cards. So it's a really good Delirium enabler. We don't have any Delirium yet, but it's probably the best card here. Grapple with the Past, also pretty good. I'll speculate on a Vessel of Nascency. Okay, so now we have a Pyrehound, which is a 2/3 trample for 4 mana, but it gets a 1/1 counter whenever you cast an instant or sorcery. I have 3 already. Weirding Wood's quite good as well. It's a land enchantment that lets you make a clue when it comes in, and your land will tap for 2 mana. Epitaph Golem's good in the self-mill decks. Man, there's a Forbidden Alchemy here though, that's really good. I'm going to take Pyrehound. Don't want to get too lost in the source yet. Now I'm going to take Forbidden Alchemy, which is one of the self-mill cards, and it's a really good one. 3 mana instant, look at the top 4 cards of your library, take 1, put the rest in your bin, and flash back for 6 mana, generic and 1 black. So red and green are drying up here. This is a good card in the slow decks. Kind of tempted to take a blue card here. I mean, I'm not married to green, and I did say I like the blue-red spells deck, so let's take this. You've got Thermo Alchemist, which is one of the cards that can deal a damage every time you cast an instant or sorcery. This pack kind of sucks, so I'm happy to take some fixing from it. They did add a lot more fixing to this format. These, well, they're uncommon in this, but these cards are usually commons when they're printed. Tap Jewels. They were never in the original Innistrad sets, so they've added them at uncommon, and they've also downshifted the rare land cycle to uncommon as well, which it's lands where I think you reveal a basic from your hand that shares a type with the mana that it would produce. Sorry, my words aren't working great today. So Shreds of Sanity is a good one. We get back an instant and a sorcery, and then we discard a card. So if we have something with madness, like Lightning Axe isn't exactly madness, but Fiery Temper would work with it. Then you negate the downside of discarding a card. I'm not interested in any of these cards, so I'll take more fixing in case we want to play a white card. This is a fine counter spell, to be honest. I don't really see a need to take another white land at the moment. Geist of the Archives is pretty good. Just a 3 mana 0/4 defender that scries at the beginning of your turn. Okay, we might play Epitaph Golem, especially if we get more into the self-mill deck. That can be a good Delirium enabler, but generally I wouldn't play it. Baby, I'm gonna come. Well, we got Big Mummy, one of my favourite cards in Magic. 13 mana, 13/13, flying trample, protection from instants, Eldrazi, legendary. Costs 1 less for each card type among cards in your graveyard, so generally it's going to cost 9 or 8. And when you cast it, you take control of the opponent's next turn, but then they get an extra turn afterwards, but usually you can trash them so badly during the turn you take control of that it doesn't really matter. Other cards I'm interested in pretty much only Silent Departure, but I'm going to take Emrakul here. We've already got some Delirium starts, Delirium enabling cards, I guess you'd say. So that's awesome pickup. We might not get to cast it a great deal, but okay, this is a self-mill card that makes bugs. That could be okay in the deck. Groundskeeper's good in the self-mill deck because it can keep getting back your basics. Not really going to take another expensive card here. Gnaw to the Bone is actually a good way to keep surviving till the late game. I don't actually have a lot of creatures, but I think I'm going to take that. Okay, we've got a decent creature here. Imprisoned in the Moon, I didn't mention that one, but that's enchantment based removal that turns their creature into a land. And I'd like to get a Weirding Wood, but I'm gonna probably take the Pack Guardian here. Flash 4/3. When it ETBs, you can discard a land to make a 2/2 wolf creature. Not gonna play the Stone Quarry at the moment. So many imprisoned in the moons. I guess I'll take one here. Get some more removal. So self-mill, we have 1, 2, 3. This card's kind of interesting, but it's not very good. Whenever it hits something, if it's a creature, that becomes a copy of it. We've got some self-mill here. Yeah, I like that. There was a really good removal spell, but it was in white-black. Okay, this mills, but that's black. We're not in black. This card's okay. Maybe Daring Sleuth. I don't have a lot of clues yet. I do have Ulvenwald Mysteries. I guess taking a 2-drop's kind of good here. Okay, there's another Crawling Sensation. Byway Courier's quite good. Okay, actually I'm going to take this ramp card here. I didn't see him at first. Scarecrow's quite good because it adds 2 to Delirium. It's a creature and an artifact, and it sacks itself to get land, so I wouldn't mind one of them in the deck. That's a really late Ulvenwald Captive. I think I'd be tempted to cut most of the red at this point. Just play the red removal spells. Okay, so we got Counter Spell. Oh, Hinterland Logger's really good actually. Yeah, I'll take that. 2 mana, 2/1. Flips into a 4/2 trample. Okay, and this is our first pack. Could take a Counter Spell, could take another Epitaph Golem. I'll take another Epitaph Golem. If we're really going into the self-mill deck, we probably do want some ways to recycle our cards. So maybe take Groundskeeper here. Yeah, that seems fine. Nice, and we wield the Weirding Wood, which is great. I'll take that. Gonna need a bit of ramp to get to Emrakul, even if we do have Delirium. None of these cards are doing anything for me. I guess I'll hate a Fiendbinder. Wow, all the Epitaph. Okay, let's see what pack 3 brings. Damn, there's a really good white card here. Gives all your guys 1/1 and Vigilance. We have an Obsessive Skinner, which is quite good and works with Delirium. Wretched Griff is quite nice, but I don't think I need any more expensive creatures. I just need cheap ones. I might end up cutting the red, you know. Damn, this is a really good card if you're in black. Just keeps coming back. There's another Hinterland Logger. Oh, actually, I'm going to take Silent Departure. That's a really good one, especially in the mill deck. I'm tempted to cut the red here. I've got 1 land to fix for it. I'd rather fix for black if I can. Okay, so that's some ramp. Drag Under's quite good. There's another Forbidden Alchemy. I think I take Hinterland Logger, try and wheel one of these blue cards, or the Magnifying Glass. Okay, there's more. Damn, that's a really good one. There's nothing I'm crazy about here. I'll take Unburial Rites. If we get any black fixing, I might play that. I think I'm going to cut the red. Oh wow, another Unburial Rites. I mean, that's crazy with Self-Mill and Emrakul, right? Two Unburial Rites. Did we get a Weirding Wood? We did get a Weirding Wood as some fixing. Man, I'm tempted by this. It looks spicy. And we kind of want to fix for black anyway for the... This is a really good one. But Port Town makes white, which can flash back on Burial Rites. I think I like that. Yeah. I don't have a lot of creatures. Don't think I'm going to play the Geist. And that is black and red. That's blue and green. Yeah, I'm going to take the blue-green land here over a brute. This deck looks really cool. I don't have that many creatures for Gnaw to the Bone. Probably take a Scarecrow here. Fixes our mana. Might play Drownyard Explorers. How many creatures do I have? 12. 12's not too bad. There's an Imprisoned in the Moon. I don't think I want another one. So you can't target your own Emrakul with Clear Shot because it's an instant. That's interesting to note. Oh nice, another Brute or a Forbidden Alchemy. I think I probably need more creatures. Another Deny Existence if we want it, or although I'm already thinking of cutting one. I don't think I need 2 Epitaph Golems. Magnifying Glass if we want it. I think that's a bit slow. And no love for Macabre Waltz. That's quite a good one, I thought. Another Brute. Wow. I think I'm going to cut some of the instants and sorceries. So if I cut the counter spell, I kind of probably do want 2 Epitaph Golems in this deck. Definitely don't want 3. And what can can I cut? So, how many instants or sorceries do I have? Only 7. So I can probably cut pieces of the puzzle. We just got enough mill from these guys to keep us going. And I think I only need 1 swamp, because Scarecrow can find it. Five, 6, 7 blue sources, 9 green. I think I can get away with this. How many creatures we got? We got 14 now. So this gnaw to the bone is probably going to be really good. Alright, let's give it a whirl. We're trying to mill ourselves, cast Emrakul, reanimate stuff. I guess I could play 1 white basic. So the only other way to make white apart from Port Town is Weirding Wood, I think. I think with this much mill, I probably do want a plains as well. Okay, let's try this. Is 16 lands too greedy here? What could I cut for a land? I think it's okay, we got some cheapish ramp. Alright, this deck looks really cool, hopefully it does well. Okay, great hand. They must be really all in on the spells deck to be playing this jank. Okay. Do I attack? Probably. Not really doing anything else. Oh shit, it has defender! I accidentally passed turn. I just time warped myself. Forgot this has defender when it's not flipped. Maybe they had a counter spell, maybe it looks like they're just okay, let's try this. Looks like they do have something, but I'm just gonna start milling myself if I can. Nice. Okay. We can get back that land with Groundskeeper if it doesn't die. Opponent's playing a slow deck by the looks of it. Okay. That thing can kill me really fast. So I think I'm gonna get rid of it now. Although we do kind of ramp them by doing so, but that thing's pretty scary, I would say. to attack for 4. That's fine. I would like to mill myself more. Another Geist, so I'm kind of glad that I got rid of that one. Okay, there's an Emrakul, and we have the Unburial Rites if we get a black source, and we have Delirium now too. I pump this up. No attacks. Oh, but we have the black source in the graveyard, so I can actually get it back with the groundskeeper. Sure, I'll pump this up again. We are very close to reanimating Emrakul. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can actually do it next turn if the groundskeeper doesn't die. Nice. I don't mind seeing that at all. Although they can potentially burn us out with this spell if they get enough mana. Gonna attack opponent. Yep. Definitely glad that I removed the other one, so they could have a counter spell here. Let's get back the swamp and play it. So this puts a charge counter on it. Alternatively play Epitaph Golem. I think I'd rather just Unburial Rites Emrakul. Hey, it resolves. So opponent's dead on board next turn. I think they'll struggle to remove Emrakul. They could have Imprisoned in the Moon, which is a really good way to get rid of Emrakul. Okay, they're going to bounce it to hand, but actually I can probably cast it next turn, right? 4, 5, 6, 7. Not quite. I can cast it in 2 turns. About Epitaph Golem, Gnaw to the Bone. Something. flick of that, comes back with a 1/1 counter, and then they can kill my groundskeeper. Sure, that's fine. I think I'm just gonna gain 8 here while they don't have counter spells, so that I don't randomly die to this next turn. Seeing as they have a fireball in the graveyard as well. Next turn I can cast Emrakul. They can counter it, but I'll still get the cast trigger. They don't have counter spells up now. So yeah, I'm just gonna Emrakul you. Guess I attack first. Kill the ghosts, I think. Man, that was so good. That was exactly what the deck's supposed to do. This deck is absolutely sweet. Just randomly got into blue-green self-mill and then picked up an Emrakul and 2 Unburial Rites in pack 3. I think Emrakul was pack 2 actually, but man, the Unburial Rites are like a sweet backup plan that really synergizes with what I'm trying to do. Okay, we got Groundskeeper, we got Ramp, we got a Beta. I think I'm just going to play the Beta at the moment. If they don't have a spell here, okay, that's fine. Could bounce this, but I don't really want to. Okay, opponent's playing some aggro. Can't block it. And hopefully we're not too slow for this matchup. So I'm going to mill myself. Nice, I think that's Delirium already. I'm going to bounce the wolf now. Slow them down a bit. So land, instant, artifact, creature. And Groundskeeper can start getting lands back. Block the bandit for sure. Can flash this in, but flashing it in is not that great at the moment. Just gonna get a land. Keep hitting my land drops. Hopefully draw Emrakul or Millet. I attack here. Don't mind that trade at all. What did we hit? Just random stuff really. That thing doesn't have reach, unfortunately. I can flip this thing and it's going to be huge. They're nowhere near delirium. I think I just like getting a land and holding up the Pack Guardian. So I'd love to draw Gnaw to the bone here, that would be very nice. I'm going to flash this in to be mana efficient. And I'll discard a land to make a guy. We can get the land back with the Groundskeeper if necessary. We'll Forbidden Alchemy here, see what's what. Ulvenwald Mysteries is kind of nice here. I could get the Brute to mill myself more. I have 19 cards left and I have 15 left after this. I kind of like getting Ulvenwald Mysteries actually. Okay, so I can get back a land and play the Mysteries. They're gonna kill something in response, that's fine. I'm not gonna attack anymore. So now I kind of want my creatures to start dying to get clues to gain life with. I can bounce that big one. If I flip this, it costs 7, but then it makes it's not quite. I can transform it as an instant, but I should probably do it now if I'm gonna do it. Yeah, I think I'll just flip this for now. Should have really left a green or blue mana up there. No attacks. Six, 5 menace, that's fine, I can double block. So I guess they have some kind of combat trick. What could it be? 1/1 and double strike. I don't really mind this. They could have Fireball. Okay, that's quite good. I think I was thinking these were foods. I always get mixed up with foods and clues. So they have another Arms of the Vein. That sucks if so. Or Shreds of Sanity, that would get back the Arms of the Vein and kill me. Oh, they're just bluffing, trying to get me to scoop. Nothing here really matters, and nothing else matters. Did I mill my swamp yet? No. So I'm just going to swing out. Play 2 creatures. There's no point in bouncing this because it has haste. Oh wow, they did have Shreds of Sanity. I think they just accidentally clicked through their turn. Yeah, that's fine. GG opponent. We needed to find our Gnaw to the Bone in that game. I think this hand's okay on the draw. We got a land, which is important. We're up against blue-black. Gonna run out the beta. Hopefully they don't have something to cast next turn and I can get a 4-2. Oh, there's Sultai, okay. I could clear shot that. They draw a card when it dies. I guess I just pass and flip the werewolf. To trample now. Okay, that's nice. We get to kill that guy. They're not attacking. To just trade here. I think I'm gonna mill myself here. Nice, we hit a silent departure. There goes the groundskeeper, unfortunately. Although I can recycle stuff with the epitaph golem. So I'm probably just gonna kill that in case they have the rats. Although actually I think they can still meld. Well, hopefully they don't have the rats. Damn, that thing's a real pain. Do I just... I think I just play creatures for now. Man, this thing's like one of the biggest bombs in the set. It's a 5/4 flyer, and when you cast an instant or sorcery, you get a 1/1 wizard. And then if you control 5 or more wizards, you flip it into a 6/5 flyer that pumps all your wizards. Okay, they're just going to gain some life here. There's my gnaw to the bone. It's okay. So I'm just going to play Golem here. I'm not too worried about this right now because I do have gnaw to the bone and I can bounce it if it starts turning into a problem. So if I bounce that, I can attack. Attack for 6. Don't know if I'm winning this game. I'm taking 5, gaining 6. I think it's better to bounce this thing. Don't have enough mana. If I play this, I can flash in. And then I'm taking 8 in the air. Man, I do have to bounce this now. Do I attack? Get to kill their Bloodbriar if they double block. They could just chump and take 3. Sorry, bounce and take 3. Alright, I'm not going to attack. I need to draw some stuff pretty quick, preferably Emrakul. That is pretty much my only ticket out of this game. So I've got 8 flying coming in, so I have to fire this off. And then I just pass, I think. need to draw some more self-mill. Put a card on the bottom of my library now. They don't have delirium yet. I think groundskeeper. But that makes the gnaw to the bone get worse. I shouldn't have done that, but here we go. If they attack with everything here, I'm actually dead. That's 8 in the air, plus any one of these getting through. I think I would actually still be dead. Yeah, that's fine. Wow. These last 2 games have been pretty rough. Haven't drawn the things that I need. It's a shame, this deck's really damn cool, but sometimes that's magic. Okay, this hand's good. We got some self-mill into a creature later. Hopefully we draw another creature from the vessel. Quite a slow hand, hopefully not up against red-black aggro or something. They've mulliganed to 6. That scarecrow is actually a nice draw. Do this as an instant, yeah. So what do I want here? I think just the brutes. The scarecrow can get a white land. Let's just go scarecrow. This thing can get scary if they self-mill a lot of cards, and they do have green now. I probably just want to kill this damn thing. Do I just make a brute? They can't flip that yet. This is a little bit greedy, but I'm gonna go for a brute. There's Emrakul and there's Unburial Rites. So Wildfield Scarecrow can get. That's fine. They get in for 4. This costs 2, right? does pump up that guy. Gonna sack this to get white and reanimate Emrakul. Oh, I guess I'll get black as well. Nice. Okie dokie, can you beat it, opponent? Guess I just play Brute again. Or do I do Golem? Neither of them can block that thing. Golem's more mana efficient. And I guess I just bounce this, right? Yeah. They're dead to Emrakul. Nice. Man, that was cool. I'm glad I got to do that at least one more time. Emrakul Reanimator in limited. Non-cube limited. I'm gonna keep this. We do need green mana. Damn, it looks like aggro. That is very timely indeed. So if I do this, next turn I'll have 5 mana. Yeah, I don't mind taking 1 from the Thraben Inspector. I can just make an Epitaph Golem here. I think that's the best bet. Okay, 2 flyers, that's fine. I bounce a flyer. let's just keep milling for now. Yeah, past turn. Can crack the clue or vessel. Probably gonna vessel, because I've got Unburial Rites in hand, so if we hit Emrakul, we can reanimate that. Probably just get a land here. Forest. We've got Gnaw to the Bone, which is on 3 at the moment. So I could reanimate a Lab Brute to mill myself more. Kind of like that. There's Emmy. Guess I can attack for 3. And I don't think there's anything in red and white that exiles a card from a graveyard. So I'll just play the Sleuth and pass. Next turn, gonna reanimate Emmy. That's fine. Okay. Don't think opponent can beat this. Don't mind if they kill my bearer, it's just powering up Gnaw to the Bone at the moment. Oh, they're gonna hate this. Yeah, we did it again. Alright, 3 wins on the board now, which is nice because I get at least 1,000 gems back. I've had a lot of fun this draft. It would be nice to get another win or 2. 1 more win is almost breaking even, and then beyond that is all profit. Got Emrakul in hand this time. This hand's pretty good though. Turn 1 Nascency, turn 2 Logger. Turn 2 Logger's always nice because if they don't have a 2 mana play, you just get to flip it. Okay, they did have the 2 mana play. Guess I just offer the trade. Sure. We get to put down a Skinner. I'm not really in a rush to get Delirium right now, I'd rather just get on the board. Okay, that's a really good card. But luckily we have the foil to it. lets them investigate every time they play a creature that costs 3 or less, which is pretty damn strong. So it's going to be almost impossible not to get Delirium from cracking this vessel. However, I think I'm just going to play a Brute here because it also mills 4 cards and it develops the board. And we have Delirium, no attacks. I'll pump this up. Emrakul currently costing 9. I hope they don't have any discard spells in hand. Okay, Captive's nice. Guess I crack this now. I'll take Port Town. Another counter on the Skinner. Emrakul now costs 7, so I can play it next turn if I draw an untapped land. Oh no, I can play it even without if the Captive survives. Okay, this is gonna be sick. Don't kill my Captive, please. Damn you. That's so annoying, man. Make this bigger. Ouch, that's pretty brutal. I'll take 6 here. Come on, land. You mofo. Alright, I can reanimate something. I can also bounce something. Kinda tempted to just bounce here. What do I get? Epitaph Golem does block that. I think the safer play is just to reanimate. You can either get a Brute. I guess Obsessive Skin is okay, it's not that great. So it's Brute or Golem. I guess I'll get Golem because it costs the most mana. Oh man, that actually took away from my Delirium. That's quite unfortunate. That will shrink their elites. Okay, let's mill ourselves, do I? I'm gonna take 4 in the air. Okay, we get Gnaw to the Bone next turn, which is really nice. Just gonna pass. I'm just gonna attack for 2. Okay, so I can start putting stuff on the bottom of my library. What do I want on the bottom of my library? Definitely not Vessel. Maybe Obsessive Skinner, I guess Groundskeeper actually. That does mean I gain less life. That's okay, that's a land. I can reanimate something else. How many cards do I have left? 13. So I can reanimate another brute. I think that's a good start. Because that gets more creatures in the bin and also makes Emrakul cost less. And now I can gain 12 life. So I guess I attack here. Definitely kill the Dragoon. And that gets another creature in the bin. I guess they're not playing blue. I don't really need to do this now. Okay, they will get to destroy something, that's fine. Okay, I only have 9 cards left, but I do have Emrakul, so that's fine. Do I want to block even more damage? Will both of these die? I think it's better to have creatures on board for when I play Emrakul, because then I can attack their stuff into mine. Okay, no attacks. Nice. They've had enough. Wow. So I've played 6 games so far, and I've cast Emrakul in 4 of them, or reanimated it, and I've won all the games, surprisingly, where I did that. And the games I lost are ones where I didn't have Emrakul. It's very interesting. It's almost like it's a really good card. Let's get another Emrakul on the go. There she is, baby. And it's also a fairly okay hand. We're on the play. We've got a Skinner. And an Elven Wild Mysteries and a removal spell. So I could just kill that now. It does take away their madness outlet. Yeah, let's do that. I'm not sure how madnessy their deck is, but if it is madnessy, then I don't want them to. Okay, that's also a good one. I'm going to just go Elven Wild Mysteries here. No attacks. That's quite good. Oh, they're not attacking, okay. So I think I go Epitaph Golem here. attacks. I'm going to start taking 4 in the air, presumably. That's fine. Should I just develop the board? I think I like going for Delirium actually. We managed to get Emrakul down to 7 mana before. Okay, that's really nice what we've milled there. And I'll get a forest. And I'll play the forest and then I can play one of my dorks. Northerbone does nothing right now, but it's definitely going to be real handy later. And now I'll just play this to get some mana, and we now have 7 mana, so we're 2 turns away from Emrakul. I don't want to attack. I also have Delirium now, so I guess I grow this guy. Some more self-mill would be good. Okay, that's a little bit scary. This is kind of self-mill. It does get lands that we need. And it should make Emrakul cheaper as well. Emrakul's 7 now. Next turn I can cast Emrakul, so we just have to survive until then. And I can make a swamp, and I guess I could make a logger, or I could just hold up Northerbone and the clue. Yeah, I think I like that. Captive. So they get to swing for 6 in the air, at least. Oh wow, okay. So that feels like some kind of mass pump to me. And I'll block like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And this. Yeah, I think Collective Effort is the name of the pump spell. Okay, does that give them lethal? That's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11, so I'm glad I did hold up Northerbone here. They could still have Fiery Temper, I suppose. I don't actually have a way to gain life. I might just cast Emrakul and lose here. There's a chance they have removal spells, which I can... Okay, so all of their stuff's actually on the ground. Sorry, all of their stuff's flying. Can I make Weirding Wood and Emrakul? Okay. One, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can. 4, 5, 6, 7. I think this actually works, you know. Hopefully they have a burn spell, or they draw a burn spell. I think I can get to 1 life, basically. Ah, they scooped! Wow, play to your outs, guys. Nice, we are 4 and 2. With this sweet Emrakul Reanimator deck in Shadows Remastered. Oh, 5 and 2. Okay, great. That's awesome. Like when you start 1-2 and you manage to come back from it. Best feeling. I feel like this is almost like the perfect Emrakul deck you could have in this format. It's got loads of self-mill, it's got good delirium enablers like the artifact creatures, it's got ways to recycle your cards to the bottom of your library so you don't mill yourself, and it's also got 2 reanimate spells which are technically 4 reanimate spells. It's got good mana. It's got enough creatures. The thing the deck could really do with is a spider spawning, that would be awesome. Or another Gnaw to the Bone would be great. I'm really glad I held up Gnaw to the Bone in that last game. But I've learned my lesson from like greedily not keeping 2 mana up to crack a food in WoW draft. I always die because of that. Okay. Let's get the logger going. No blocks, don't mind taking 1. Okay. Do I get Skinner or Mysteries? I think I get Mysteries going. Do I attack? Yeah, sure. Don't mind trading there. And even better if they use a pump spell. Okay, let's start milling. We have 2 Unburial Rites in hand. But there goes my swamp, that's unfortunate. What can I do here? I can crack a clue for sure. Actually, I'm just going to play the Epitaph Golem, I think. And what does this one do? It makes spirits. So I don't really want to do that yet. Clue. Gnaw to the Bone is nice, but we don't want to play it yet. Don't mind trading that for 2 creatures. Nice. So now I need Weirding Wood to be able to cast my Unburial Rites. One of the perils of self-mill. I'm not too worried about trading 2 creatures for this now. It powers up my Gnaw for the Bone. I get a clue. bounce the spirit if I want to. Okay, let's crack a clue. That's good. Can flash in Pack Guardian. I guess I don't really want to attack here. Just bounce that. Pass turn. This is 3, 4, 5, 6 damage. I'm just going to chump one of these. I don't want to use my Gnaw to the Bone yet. Okay. Epitaph Golem's the best blocker here, but yeah, let's go for that. We could just get tempoed out here, yeah. So now I'm taking 6. Really need to draw a land, to be honest. That's nice. So now I get to brute into Gnaw to the Bone. Gain 10 life, that seems pretty good. Yep. Okay, Weirding Wood unlocks black. And makes a clue. And I'll end up with 5 mana after that. Which isn't really enough to do the things that I want to do. I think I just brute again. And then I can either clear shot or Gnaw to the Bone. They do get to bounce my brute actually. I mean, if they bounce the brute, I get to kill something. Yeah, let's just see what they do. It uses up all their mana to bounce the brute. Okay, Bygone Bishop, sure. So the nice thing about this is now we get to block their Thraben Inspector and also shoot the Bygone Bishop. I'm just going to draw a card, sure. Okay, that's fine. I don't want to do anything else. Okay. So I can flash in Pack Guardian and also Gnaw to the Bone. I think I like that. Do I just Gnaw to the Bone now? Yeah, I think I do. And that's fine. So if they bounce my brute, I get to flash in the Pack Guardian and eat something. Yeah. guess I'm gonna block this actually, now that I've got a lot of life. Sure, it's fine. Still got a blocker. And now I only have 7 cards left. I can Epitaph Golem. I think I want to enchant a land. And Epitaph Golem. They do get to start pumping up the flyers. What's actually in my graveyard here? No Emrakul, unfortunately. Okay, I'm gonna hit for 4. Really need to draw Emrakul. So how much mana do I have now? 5, 9. So if I mill Emrakul, I can't get it. Wow. 2 cards left in library, one of them's Emrakul. I could reanimate something, but I don't have any flyers, so there's not that much point. Yeah, I'll just pass for now, put some cards on the bottom of my library. That's okay. Okay, so I think I really want Imprisoned in the Moon. And I guess Epitaph Golem maybe. Maybe Groundskeeper. So hopefully we draw Emrakul. Okay, Emrakul's the next card. I have 4 life. So I'll probably just bounce the Haunter here. Slow them down a little bit. And I guess I could have drawn a card, but that's okay. I guess I should play a creature in case they have removal. I probably just need to put cards on the bottom of my library actually. Okay, this is fine. Everything's going to be fine. Okay, they just want to sack a clue here. That's fine by me. They kind of just wasted that spell, although it doesn't seem particularly relevant at the moment. Okay, let's put some cards on the bottom of my library. What do I want? Clear Shot's really good. And don't really want any more Laboratory Brutes. I guess Obsessive Skin is really good. Okay. Nice, I get Emrakul. So now we get to wipe their board. I'm not attacking here. Oh, what do they have? Always Watching. I don't want them to have that for sure. But I can't get rid of it. Okay, so I just attack with 1, 2, 3, and I block I do this, does it? Block, block. And I make this. Oh shit, Skulk actually, that's bad. Although the Pack Guardian can block it. Doesn't really matter how I do that. Okay. Skulk is a... That was such a close game, man. I was down to like 2 life at one point, I think. And I was down to 2 cards in library as well. Man, can I trophy this crazy build? I hope so. So apart from the 2 games I've lost, I've made Emrakul every single game. A couple of opponents have scooped early, I think. If I was the opponent in that last game, I would have played at least 1 more turn, because they're not... Or maybe they were dead on board, but I probably wouldn't have attacked with everything just to be safe. The other opponent could have had a chance at beating us as well in the game before. I'm going to keep this because we have Emrakul and we also have self-mill to reduce the cost and get back a green land, hopefully. Definitely a slow hand. Thraben? No. Okay, I think now we're against a true aggro deck. That thing flips into a 2-3 that has to attack. Okay, this is nice. We're not being pressured too much yet. I'm almost certainly gonna take a land here. Yeah, have to take a land, but it's not the right colour. Got 2 towards Delirium. Gonna make a brute now, probably mill all my forests. Yep, there's all our green sources. Need a groundskeeper, but I can't even cast the groundskeeper. So this has to attack. They can pay 2 mana to pump it. That one can't block. That doesn't matter that much. I guess blocking the rabble cost them 2 mana. Okay, fine. They had removal anyway, so it didn't matter. I'm probably gonna die now. Okay, nice. That's a good start. So I can end up making this into a 3-3. Put one there, put one there. That's not bad. Okay. I don't want to block, but I probably have to. Oh, I can't. Yeah, that's fine. That's a lot of damage. Okay, weirding wood. Into logger. I'm gonna put a counter on logger. I'm probably just dead here, right? And to chump, take 2. Let's kill 1 creature. Okay, that's fine. Well, I was definitely due for a game like that. What an awesome deck, what a great experience, and I went 6-3, which should be a pretty nice stack of gems, 1800. Made a small profit. Thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe if you like the content. I'll see you next time.